So here's the situation, my friend. The fans really did not like The Last Jedi. So what is our exit strategy here? We better have one. Well, of course we do. We're developing a new anthology film. Oh, another standalone film. That sounds amazing. Because you know what? The fans have been begging us for a Boba Fett film or an Obi-Wan movie for years now. It's Han Solo. Han Solo? Han Solo. Oh, that's interesting because I personally thought he was already perfectly established in the original trilogy. What are you talking about? Oh, he wasn't? There is so much more to learn about him. Like for example, what's the origin of the name Solo? People were really asking for that? Of course they were. So what is the origin of his name? The Empire called him that because he flew solo. So why did he keep that last name? Because! And why did Leia and Han name their child after two fake names? Ben Solo? Doesn't really make sense now, does it? I mean, aren't the fans gonna be super confused about that? That's what makes it so cool. So what else do we learn? We also find out how he got his blaster. Oh, and how did he get his blaster? Woody Harrelson's character Beckett gave it to him. That's it. That's it. What else? So do you remember the dice from the Millennium Falcon that were never important until The Last Jedi? Yeah, they're back and they have a meaning now. What about these dice? They mean luck. I see, and do we learn more about Corellia? So Corellia is this really dark and twisted place where people are forced into slavery. Ooh, that sounds super interesting. What happens next? Yeah, we leave Corellia after the first 5 minutes and never mention, explore, or explain it any further. Oh, I see. Aren't fans gonna be pissed about that? Fuck the fans. So who exactly are our supporting characters? Because fans are actually anticipating characters like Jabba the Hutt, Boba Fett, and possibly even Greedo. Yeah, none of these guys show up. Wait, none of these guys show up? So then who's our bad guy? Vision from the Avengers. Vision from the Avengers? Vision from the Avengers. What does he do? Well, you see, he kind of is our main villain, but he doesn't really do much. So he's basically Captain Phasma. Okay, so who else do we got? We have this new amazing character called Enfys Nest, who looks like a pirate version of Kylo Ren with his helmet on. Oh, that does sound amazing. What does he do? He kills Woody Harrelson's wife during an exciting action sequence that takes place on a train. Oh, that actually sounds emotionally riveting. What else happens with this character? Well, he kinda leaves after that. Oh, so does he ever return? Of course he returns for the big finale. And it turns out that it's actually a she who kind of looks like Pippi Longstockings and who's been part of the good guys all along. So does Beckett still want to kill her for killing his wife? No, of course not, because she's basically the start of the Rebel Alliance. But wasn't the crew of Star Wars Rebels the start of the rebellion? Well, who watches these silly cartoon shows? True, never mind. But we do bring back Darth Maul. What? I thought he died. Well, don't you watch the cartoon shows? They brought him back in those. I thought they didn't matter. They matter if we want them to matter. So what does he do? He's sitting in a chair like Thanos in the Avengers and he Skypes with Daenerys Targaryen until all of a sudden he pops out his lightsaber. And why does he do that? Well, because the audience won't recognize him without his lightsaber. Duh. Fair enough. So who is part of Han's crew? A four-armed monkey. A four-armed monkey? And what does he do? He dies. Oh, I see. Well, but Chewie is in it, right? Of course he is. We even find out how these two meet. Okay, and how do these two meet? Well, Han is thrown into a cell where Chewie's already in. The two of them immediately become friends when Han starts speaking Wookiee. Han speaks Wookiee? Hell yeah, he does. What about Lando? Lando's in love with a droid. He's in love with a droid. Yep, he totally wants to hit that. A droid. When was that ever a thing? Who cares? Gotcha. And you remember the silly side quest from The Last Jedi that took place on a casino planet? You know, the one that fans hated because it basically interrupted the film in order to shoehorn in a political message? Yeah, wouldn't want to do that again. We doubled down on that and present you an SJW droid. An SJW droid. So when C-3PO didn't care about R2-D2 being sold off, he was just a dick? A total dick. So let me get this straight. That means when Han, Leia, and Luke were never sad about R2-D2 or C-3PO being hurt, they were actually racist bigots against droids? Yep. Fuck these Nazis. Let the past die. Kill it if you have to. Remember? How progressive of you. I know, right? So, how about the Kessel Run? It's a CGI space tunnel with tentacle porn. A tunnel with space tentacles? Exactly. And are people there to witness what Han did? No, of course not. Well, because he constantly starts every single conversation with, you never heard of the Millennium Falcon? It's the ship that made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. So? Why would people have heard about that if no one was there to witness it? How about you just shut the fuck up? Shutting right up. So how does the film end? Well, you see, Chewie and Han are traveling to Tatooine in order to take on a job for Jabba the Hutt. Oh, so we do get to see Jabba. No. Yep. Please announce Boba Fett right now. Do it. Do it now.